All right. How did you guys start off, and why is Loose Goose the name that like stuck?
Okay, started off with, I think I would say me. I met Will. So hold on, I'm turning the aircon on.
It's going to sting.
Yeah.
I just about to turn the engine on for a second.
Okay. It started with me. Us meeting Will at uni. He had a mustache back in the day, and I had no friends on the first day, and I walked in and I saw Will, and I was like, oh, that guy's got a cool mustache. The easiest thing I can say to start this conversation and make a friend is like, hey, cool mustache. So
I remember we talked about Beethoven playing in the car for some reason. It's really random.
Really?
Yeah, we talked about Beethoven.
Did we actually?
Yeah.
I remember your other friend was there.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway. So that happened, and me and Max went to school together, and Max... We were in like this other kind of thing, a band type thing, not like a situation type thing.
Not like a gig.
I mean, we could.
Well,
but...
maybe. Don't put it in there. We're all
Scrap that one.
I'll cut it.
Scrap that one. Scrap that one. All right. So, and he messaged the chat that we had for that project, and he was like, "Oh, I've got these tickets to Lime Cordial and Peach Fur. Does anyone want to come?" And I was like, I'll have the tickets, thank you. So I jumped on that, and we hadn't really seen each other since school ended. And yeah, we weren't really friends in the back half of school either, so it was pretty much just year 8 math was like our shit.
Yeah, nice.
But I didn't know he played drums, and then we're driving, and I'm telling him about how, like, you know, me and Will, I've been saying for ages, like, I want to start a band. And I've been trying to say to Will, like, oh, you should buy a bass and, like, you can be a bassist. Because Will didn't know anything. Still doesn't, but he knows bass now. But I kept trying to convince him to buy a bass, and he was like, oh, yeah, maybe. And then I said to Max, like, yo, I've got this guy, he's, like, super keen, playing in a band.
Super good.
10 years plus. I was like, and Max was like, oh, I just started learning drums, and I was like, oh, fucking oath. Well, all right, then, like, I guess you could be a part of our, like, little shitty threesome, so...
Nice, yeah.
Yeah, and then Greg was at the bar, and he was like, we kind of started the band and started, like, posting and doing shit, and Greg was, oh, like, your band looks sick, and I was like, yeah, we need a lead guitarist. The bar for entry is pretty low. You still play guitar, right? Like, you still own a guitar. And he was like,
Greg
yeah.
spawned in for me. I was practicing, he was there. I was like, whoa.
Because our first ever practice was with the three of us, and we rocked up, and somebody didn't have an amp. I didn't. I forgot my amp.
Yeah, so I did play an acoustic.
So he played an acoustic guitar. He was playing bass, and he'd never played bass before. So he was like slapping the bass, slapping the acoustic. Yeah. So that's how we started, and we settled on the name. We're at Griffith Uni, and we were sitting with our other friend. And we're like trying to come up with funny names for bands. And we came up with Thundercat Symphony, Headmasters. Silly Geese, out of pocket.
Stacy's mum, or was it someone else? Someone's mum.
It was somebody's mum. And we ended up going with Silly Geese, and I made the profile, and I was like, Will, like, trust me, we'll just pretend that you're in a band and that you can play, and like we'll get you a girlfriend. It'll be sweet. And so I made the Instagram,
and then that leads to my next question: how did starting a band, like, did it get you a girlfriend?
Well, she's playing tonight.
Okay. Yes! Good job.
Can I get 5 big boons? Boom!
Yes.
No.
Well, that's a win. Yeah.
Keep it
I'll keep it in. I'll keep it in.
So they've all got girlfriends now out of it. Actually, I think. Did the band have any impact on?
On your dating lives?
Yeah.
Did it?
Not really.
Yeah, not
Well, if I
really.
wasn't in a band, I wouldn't have a girlfriend.
Yeah,
This is
exactly.
true.
That's what I'm saying. I'm the matchmaker.
You are the matchmaker.
Yeah.
Hey, I have some single friends, so
You have some single friends. All right.
We also have a single friend.
Don't fuck off.
Two negatives make it positive.
exactly. So you guys, obviously, you're in a band. You're not like solo artists. Is it hard for you to fit like everyone's ideas and songs into like a 3-minute like piece?
Not really. I'm a bit of a Nazi when it comes to...
Fair enough.
No, you guys have your inputs.
I'll just play the bass.
You're just a bass player.
Our
Yeah.
producer's pretty good.
Okay.
I think he's good at like.
He writes our songs.
Yeah.
We'll just
Yeah.
Hot that.
kind of
What a
like,
puppet.
he'll do whatever you tell him.
Yeah.
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, like if we
Nice.
come up with an idea
I'll
and
do. Yeah.
yeah.
I feel like it helps that we all like really similar things.
Yeah.
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 So
And
when we
we're
come up with
also-
an idea,
Like,
and,
yeah,
if
most
I
of the
like it,
time
then
an
most
idea-
of the time they'll like it as well.
Yeah.
And if it's shit, they'll tell me it's shit.
Yeah. And like we're not really that picky either, so
Yeah.
if it's cool
Yeah.
and it's fast and it
Yeah.
sounds cool, we're
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, fucking sick.
Yeah. Nice.
And Cam's kind of the same. Like we'll come to him with an idea. Like we put Freddie Flintstone, how he like tiptoes and it
Yeah.
goes like.
Yeah.
We'll, Greg played something on guitar when we were recording Kebab Kebab, and we're like, yo, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Like, what if we put the tiptoe sound effect in so now it's in the song,
That's
which you have to
like
listen
that's
really
so
close.
random.
but
Yeah. Okay,
So
love
yeah,
it.
we just put whatever.
Love it. Love it.
Standards are low.
By the way, the aircon doesn't work unless you have the engine running.
Yeah, I just realised that.
Hotbox.
Yeah, we hotbox it and this shit.
need a
Okay. Can you describe like your writing process to me? Like, do you find yourself just like thinking of like a random line or like a melody,
So
or are you like writing
So,
about?
yeah. Our writing process starts, we all wake up in the morning and we see 4 voice memos from Ryan at 2 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Sleep deprived.
oh,
That
Ryan's
is how
had an
pretty much
emotional
every
night.
single
Yeah.
one of our songs is started.
Yeah. Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
You know what?
It-
like,
And then
Usually-
we all just kind of come up with our own like random shit in the studio.
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Nice.
think I come up with like probably the foundation, which always seems to be around the time of a breakup. So I come up with the foundation, and these guys just go ham on it. And usually, like Max will play something on drums that makes it like change up a bit, and Will just does whatever Will wants.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I play the bass.
So like Ryan, do you find yourself writing more about your own like feelings and your experiences? Is that
Yeah,
kind
pretty
of
much
the vibe?
exclusively.
Yeah. Yeah.
When's the next?
I once wrote a song about Max's ex-girlfriend. but-
Hell yeah! If it gets the job done, right?
There's a lot of stuff.
yeah, there's a lot of material.
What did you have to do with Max's ex-girlfriend?
Oh, I'm putting that in.
Very not nice.
No.
I don't want to see Paul Allen's.
Yeah, I do not. No,
Clear the
we do not need that trending. Let's get this interview
put it in a
trending.
song. Put it in a song.
Yes.
Somebody clip it.
Yes. How do you know when a song is like finished? Like, what's like the final like?
Cam usually says,
We
alright.
like- we
yeah,
leave Cam.
yeah,
Says,
it's
yeah,
finished.
he's like,
yeah.
all right, I gotta go. He's like a sound guy at a venue, so
Yeah.
it usually goes to the end of the day, and he's like, yeah, all right, I gotta go.
Yeah, fair enough.
Oh, okay, I guess that's enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we're in the
Nice.
studio, Cam, every time we do a take, he's like, all right, just one more. But this time, could you do this for me? And you know it's done when he says, all right, cool, next song.
Nice.
Especially Max on drums. Like,
Yeah.
he rides Max for like drum parts. So Max will play it first time. He was like, yeah, that was a really good take. Great first take. All right, let's do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because the way we do it
You
is
get
we
to-
we do six songs on one day, just drums.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
And then everyone comes in and we do the rest of the song, everyone else's parts.
So
Yeah.
Max does like a 6-month training routine to get prepared to play drums.
Essentially.
Nice. Yeah.
20
Nice.
push-ups,
Yeah.
20k
Yeah.
runs,
Yeah.
Cigarettes.
Yeah.
10 straight years, just back to back.
I need a Powerade between every take.
Yeah,
This is the room we would
nice.
do drums in. You can't have the aircon on because
It's a
it's too
bedroom.
loud.
Yeah.
It's a bedroom. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hotbox
I
it.
could. Yeah. Yeah. Hotbox it. Yeah.
Yeah. I only get the aircon between takes.
Yeah. It's like a reward.
Exactly.
Okay, when you guys were like starting out, was the surfy like indie rock kind of genre, and the kind of like was that the kind of sound that you wanted to create?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like that was kind of the only like.
I think me and Max bonded over the fact that we liked Teenage Dads and Spacey
Yeah.
Jane and,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like that kind
and
of.
Terry's and stuff.
Yeah.
And I remember us like screaming Teddy and shit before shows.
Yeah.
That used to be the ritual.
Our first gig, he came to me, he's like, I'm really nervous. And so we locked ourselves in his bedroom with a bag of goon.
Nice. Yeah.
And we put Teddy on the speaker really loud. The whole,
Yeah.
like, everyone at the party could hear it. And we just sung it the
Yeah.
whole, like, screamed it the whole way through. And
That
he
was
was
some
like,
good
alright,
core
I'm good.
memory, bro. That's
Yeah.
a very good core memory. But yeah.
Yeah. So like, yeah, you guys very much have that like, the Grogans like surf trash like that kind of vibe.
Yeah, I don't think we
Um,
try to make any kind of music
Yeah. Like-
to be different. I think we just make what we like to hear. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's great. Are there any?
We are great.
You are pretty good. Yeah. Are there...
You play the bass, right?
I play the bass.
Nice. Are there any local bands that you want to collaborate with?
Trap school.
Greg, you're on.
Dude, wow, I get the hardest question.
Local bands you want to collaborate with?
I want to collaborate with.
Who do you want to play with?
All the bands.
We've played with like most.
played
local
with a lot.
bands.
Yeah.
Like, there's not
Yeah.
a lot that we haven't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, you really have.
That's
I
very.
feel like
that's
making a
very
song
good
with
point.
someone would be pretty cool though.
Mate, yeah, who would you
Yeah.
make a song with?
Oh,
I'd like to make a song with
Mermaid
Mermaid
Waters.
Waters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and
Yeah.
Heath, we went on a trip, like from Mermaid Waters, we went on a trip and we wrote a song called First Dates and Butterflies. So if that ever happens,
Yep.
you heard it here first.
Exactly. yeah. Can you tell me about what I do for you? Like, what is it about? You kind of hinted.
What I do brackets
Sorry.
for you.
Gotta. My bad.
Oi,
My bad,
oi,
guys.
oi.
Fake fan.
That.
No, I'm putting that in. I'm gonna put that
That
in.
was for Will's sake.
I've even lightened my mood now. I'm
Yeah.
the bassist, by the way.
Just in case I wasn't aware.
What I do
Cool.
for you.
You kind of hinted in the Instagram post that it was a breakup song.
Yeah.
Is it a breakup song?
It is indeed a breakup song. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Wonderful.
It's
yeah.
It's about feeling like you still want someone even though they definitely don't deserve you.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. And second last question. What's the pre-show ritual look like? Are you guys gonna go down a bunch of beers?
The pre-show ritual?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, nice.
We have a good time.
Oh, we
chat-
don't
chat
get
to-
too smashed.
Nah, we don't get too smashed.
The
We'll definitely-
post show
Big
version.
Yeah,
is
that's
way
a different
more fun.
question. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pre-show, I usually disappear for like 5 minutes.
He does vocal warm-ups. I occasionally join him.
Yeah.
We all pretend we warm up, but we're really just
Drinking.
Drinking.
beers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
My
Yeah.
warm-up
Yes.
consists of going to the toilet and making sure my hands are dry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I gotta make sure
Yeah.
my hands are
Are you a pre-show
ready.
shitter?
Absolutely.
Sometimes.
I nervous shit all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fair enough.
If it's like the Mo show,
Oh,
I was
like a big
freaking
show,
out. I had to
yeah.
go for like a bit of a walk and
Yeah.
run.
Most
Yeah.
venues we play
Yeah.
at don't have the nicest toilets either. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you're shitting in a fucking cubicle. It's
Yeah.
got 20 million things
Yeah.
written on the wall and
Yeah.
stickers.
Yeah.
And there's usually only one toilet as well, so you got like 40 people lined up.
Yeah.
As well.
Someone looking at you through the...
Get the fuck out.
My pre-show is like, oh shit, you're on right now. I'm like, oh, I'm on. Alright, let's go.
Time to go play the bass.
He just plays the bass.
Yeah.
Chill,
Yeah.
chill maxing this
Cool.
until then.
Cool.
Yeah.
Ryan, are you gonna crowd surf tonight?
Honestly, I was thinking about it
real
because it's
no,
got
no,
dude.
no.
Hell no.
Yeah, you
Bro,
try-
you're
yeah,
gonna
no.
get the roof.
Bro,
You're gonna
it's
get the roof.
no, but
If
it's
he
got
tries to crowd
the
surf, I will cut the power.
dude, it's got the bars that you can like chin up on. You know?
Oh, no.
Actually, I did one before.
Yeah,
actually.
you're gonna
I
hit your
respect
fucking
that,
head on
actually.
it, dude.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, if it's packed enough, it's like impossible to fall, right?
Yeah, unless you get back on the stage. They drop you on
Bro,
the
the
stage.
stage
Oh
is
fuck!
so
Actually,
small.
that's so true. That's what happened last time.
We could catch you. The stage is small enough this time, though.
Max, you just jump over the
Bro,
drum
I'll
set.
drum. Yeah, I got you.
But yeah, no, I think my crowd surfing days are behind me. I'm thinking Greg
Yeah.
maybe can be the new
Yeah.
crowd
I'm
surfer.
gonna do
Yeah.
it. I'm
I'll
gonna
do it. I'll do
Someone
it.
should crowd
Max
surf.
did a crowd surf once.
I did do a crowd surf.
He was dressed as a
Did you
banana.
enjoy it?
Oh, yeah, true. You
I
did.
didn't fall, so that's something.
That's a
I
plus.
did get back up.
His
with-
one was awesome. It was like a rocket ship going out across the
Yeah.
front.
I
He
flew.
went from the
Fuck yeah.
back to the from
Because I
the front
ran
to the
from
back,
to the
and
front of the
just-
stage,
Yeah.
sent myself,
Yeah.
and just I was at the back of the crowd within like 5 seconds, and then I was like, shit, what do I do now?
yeah.
So I was like
Fuck yeah.
parting the crowd
Yeah.
to get back on stage, and then I just kind of stood next to Ryan for the rest of the song,
Nice.
dressed as a banana.
dressed as a banana.
Yeah, dressed as a banana. That's all you
And
really
Jackson
need.
stole my shoe while I was crowd surfing.
Yeah, that's it.
Fantastic.
So yeah.
Yeah,
Well, thank you guys.
Good stuff,
Thank you
guys. That was a
guys.
really good interview.
Yeah, good job.
Rain running this